Growing up, I struggled with expressing myself and my thoughts to other people. Most of the time, people wouldn't understand because I always had this neutral expression going on in my face. And there have been days where I wouldn't even talk to anybody. So I was facing this problem of trying to connect with people and be more expressive so that people could understand me. So, what I learned is in order to connect and communicate with the people around me, I need to express more, either through my speech or facial expressions. You know what? You have to do this. Otherwise, the people around you are going to assume a lot, and it could lead to a lot of miscommunication. Today, we'll be looking at some basic expressions to use in different situations so that you can express yourself more confidently wherever you are, be it at home, school, college, or at the office. I'm Anusuya, and welcome to this lesson on how to express yourself in everyday situations in speech. Now, I googled the word expression, and this is what it had to say. It's the act of making known one's thoughts and feelings, and a look on someone's face that conveys a particular emotion. So, there are different ways that you can use to express yourself every day. It can be verbal, through art, through writing, through music, etc. So, there are a lot of ways to connect with the people around you. We'll cover the verbal expression part today, and in my next video presentation, I'll be covering the writing part. Grab a notebook, a pen, and for the next 15 minutes or so, just let your mind completely be focused on this lesson. No multitasking. So the plan is to help you use common phrases and expressions in your daily life, express your emotions properly in words and sentences, connect with your inner voice to express more clearly. I like how people say the word voice by stressing the word we, like voice. Come on, you can just try this with me for fun. This is totally unrelated, but just try doing this. Bite your lower lips and then say the word voice. Isn't that cool? I thought it sounds great when I say it that way. I don't know about you guys, but it just sounds cool that way. Okay, back to the lesson. So, we'll be looking at some of the phrases and expressions that you come across every day, and then we'll be looking at some of the most common emotions and how you can express them using different words. And then we'll look at some ways to make yourself truly express whatever you're feeling on the inside. My goal is to equip you with words, phrases, and sentences to express yourself wherever you are. Now, this isn't a complete 101 guide or anything, but it will give you a good head start on learning to be more expressive. And we are going to get into the big stuff right from the get-go so that you don't have to feel like you're stuck in the starting level all the time. Okay, let's get going. Common phrases and expressions. These are some greetings that are very common around us. They are expressions that we use almost every day, I believe. You constantly meet people on a daily basis. So it's good to start off a conversation with the right phrases and sentences. It's like the first block of a conversation, and that makes greetings really important. People I know always talk about making a good first impression. This is your chance to get your greetings right and learn to make a good impression. When you meet a friend or greet someone for the first time, what do you say? Hey, hello, hi, hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And if it's kind of a formal situation like the office, you would follow it up with nice to meet you or good to see you. For example, you would walk up to someone and say, "Good morning, Priya. Nice to meet you." And they would say, "Good morning. Nice to meet you too." So, if it is kind of a familiar person or a friend, you would say, "You look awesome today," or "You look great." Another common way of starting any conversation is, "Hi, how are you?" or "What's up?" And maybe questions like, "How's everything going?" or "How's your day going?" So there are a lot of ways, other ways too, but just get comfortable getting into the flow for now. "Hey, how's everything going?" "Hello there. What's up? How's your day going? You look great today." So you can see that you can mix it up any way you like, whichever sounds good to you. "Hey, how are you, Priyanka?" "I'm good. And you?" Asking "and you" in the end is a good way of responding when someone asks you, like, "How are you?" You could reply in a ton of ways. I've covered a few ways for you. So, oh, did I hide the marker? Oh my God, I don't know how to rub it. Okay, so you could reply in a ton of ways and just use them and get the conversation going wherever you are. Eventually, you'll find other ways yourself. Another example that I've given here is, "Hey there, William." "Hi, Kate. How are you?" "I'm doing great. And you?" "I'm fine. You look great, by the way." Here's a question for you. What do you do when you want to know something that you don't know? I repeat, what do you do when you want to know something that you don't know? You ask a question, of course. So, how do you ask a question? You can see that I have given some words here which can be used to ask questions. But more importantly, it's good to know that questions need to sound a certain way. The other person should know that you are, in fact, asking a question. So, you need to take care of the tone, the rise and fall of your voice, which is called intonation. Let's look at some examples to better understand the use of the question words. What, why, how, when, where, who, really, is it, can you, shall I, and do you. If I have missed anything which you believe is a question word, do let me know in the comments below. I'm sorry. I just want to let you know that you can pause the video at any time to read or to take notes and then continue with the lesson. Learn at your own pace. It's completely okay. The WH question "what" is used when you want an information that you do not know yet, such as, "What is your name?" "What is your phone number?" "What do you do?" "What is the time?" "What is your favorite food?" The WH question "why" is used when you're looking for a reason for what happened to someone or something or somewhere. Or it could be a reaction when you're surprised or shocked by something. Some example questions could be, "Why are you late to school?" "Why is the TV not working?" "Why do you exercise?" "Why did the teacher scold us?" The WH, no, this is not WH. How, I'm sorry. How is used when you want to know if someone is okay or not. If you want to know if something is possible or not, or you just want to know the method or the process of doing something. Some common questions that you must have come across would be, "How are you?" "How can I help you?" "How do you feel?" "How to make a cake?" "How am I going to complete this?" The WH question "when" is mostly used to refer to time, and the answer is usually a date or a day, and everything referring to time mostly. Some examples are, "When is the meeting?" "When are you leaving from office?" "When can I meet you?" "When do you go to bed every day?" "When will the bell ring?" The WH question "where" is used when you want to know the location of something. The most common "where" question that we come across often is, "Where do you live?" Some other examples are, where is the TV remote? Where can I find the admin office? Where did you keep my pen? Then we have the WH question, who? And who is mostly used when we want to know or find out the reason, the person responsible for something, or perhaps just to find out the name of someone who holds a key position. Like, who's the Prime Minister of India? Some examples would be, who are you? Who can solve this puzzle? Who likes apples? Who knows Ben? Who is responsible for this mess? Really is used when you want to show that you're surprised or don't believe in something that someone just said. It's a rhetorical question, and it is just used to create an effect in a conversation. For example, what the hell? She just jumped off a plane? Really? Are you kidding me? What was she thinking? Who cares? She was probably crazy to do that in the first place. Why bother? That story is probably fake. So you can see the rhetorical questions here. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Rhetorical questions often don't need a reply. They may have an answer, but in the context, we just use it to express our emotions of surprise, anger, disappointment, etc. Is it is mostly used to confirm something with someone. Like, is it okay when I want permission or approval from someone? Isn't it is another expression which is mostly used when you want to know if someone agrees with you or not. For example, if I see a beautiful design, I would say, isn't it cool? When I see a pretty girl, I would say, isn't she pretty? Can you is used when you want help from someone or when you want someone to do what you want. Could you is a variation and is used for similar reasons. Shall I is used when you need permission to do something. I usually say, shall I go? Is it okay? I use it with is it. Should I is a variation which is used mostly when you're doubting something and want to confirm it with someone before you act on it. An example would be, should I fry the onions? Last but not the least in our question words is do you? It is a yes or no question where the answer is mostly a yes or a no. A variation is did you, which is used when you're pointing to an object or referring to someone. For example, did you see her? Did you give the money to you? Did they find the lost suitcase? There are a few more question phrases like may I, will I, would I, have I, am I? Probably we'll look at them in the future videos. Take a moment to pause the video and read the examples given here so that you understand the questions more clearly. Here are some examples of most common words and phrases used when replying to someone, when ending a conversation, and when saying thank you. Also, a few ways to reply to a thank you is shown here. Take a moment to pause the video and read it. Most of these words and phrases are already familiar to you, I assume. It's just a matter of saying it at the right moment most of the time. Practice that. Here are some different ways to apologize and different ways to compliment. And again, be sure to pause the video and read them. And if you don't understand, if you didn't understand any of what we have seen so far, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm almost out of time for this video. We have 2 more sections to cover in this lesson. I'm continuing with the lesson in the next video, so be sure to check that out to complete this lesson. Hope you found whatever we have seen so far to be useful. Please do continue with the lesson. We'll be looking at ways to express your multiple emotions in the next video. So keep learning and see you there.